GL, accounts payable and account receivable. See, so right now GL we have done. We have completed the GL. Okay. And accounts payable is also
Hmm.
connected with GL. Account receivable is also connected with the GL. How? Let's see. Let's suppose trade payables. So in SAP there are something specific and that we need to understand. So see, in balance sheet, trade payables or like in trade payable, vendor will come. Vendors are appear below trade in liability head. Below liability head, trade payable will be there, and below trade payable, all vendors will be there in liability. Similarly, the case with the trade payables, customers below in the below assets, right? So now in the trade payables in the SAP there is a specific a functionality given. So now see, generally MNC companies use this SAP, right? So they have n number of
Yes.
multiple. They have so many vendors all across the world. They don't have 5-10 vendors. So 5-10 members can be adjusted in the balance sheet. If suppose a MNC company or big company is having 300 or 400 vendors, so that balance sheet will be full, right? The balance sheet will come as that will be full with the vendors only. Means the this balance sheet and liability side, so that will appear as very long and very large. So that is why what SAP has told. SAP has done like told SAP is telling create vendor masters. Okay, create vendor masters, and after that in the vendor master what we need to do, we will assign GL account. Okay, means to vendor master we will link one GL account. We will assign one GL account, and that GL account is called as reconciliation account. Okay, and vendor master is sub ledger, and that GL account will be the main ledger, and that GL account, let's suppose that GL account will be the trade payable account, and that trade payable account will appear in the balance sheet. Okay, now okay, you guys, let me explain. Let's suppose we have we will create our trade payable account with 5 heads: domestic vendors, import. I'm giving this example. There can be other category also, no problem. I'm giving this example. A business, MNC company has created five. Uh, let's suppose a MNC company has created one trade payable account with domestic vendors. Okay. Now for domestic vendor trade payable account, domestic vendor trade payable account. Okay. So now if what SAP is telling, if suppose these all these five are kind of domestic vendors means these five are created let's suppose in LI01 I am creating. So in LI01, for LI01 domestic vendors means vendors belong to Indian company in India. So
India. Hmm.
keeping this example in mind, Dilip business people have they have created one one trade payable GL account, which is liability account, with the name domestic vendor trade payable account. Okay, and what we need to, and they have created 5 vendors. There are 5 vendors. Now these 5 vendors are maintained. These 5 vendors are belong to India only. They are from India only. Now what SAP is telling, in all these vendors, separate vendor masters, we need to please assign this domestic vendor trade payable account in this vendor master. Okay, and then what will happen whenever this vendor master will be used to do the posting. Okay, the balances will be loaded to vendor master also, and balances will be loaded to particular this GL account also, domestic trade payable GL account also. Okay, and this GL account will appear in the balance sheet. This vendor master will not be appear in the balance sheet, but indirectly these balances have these balances is also updated in this GL, right? Not getting.
Yeah.
See, F, this is vendor display. Let me show. I will show in another company code, which GI01, this one, this one. See, now you can see this reconciliation account. This is vendor master, okay? Vendor master, and this is reconciliation account, okay? So now this vendor master is linked with this GL account, this trade payable account, with the help of this reconciliation account, okay? And this trade payable account is main ledger, which is updated in the balance sheet, and these all vendors are the sub ledgers, okay? These all are the sub
Okay.
ledger. Now what SAP is telling, we need to link all vendors with the reconciliation account, okay? We need to link this vendor master with with one reconciliation account, and whenever the posting will be done with the help of this vendor, balances will be updated in the vendor master, but also that will be updated in the reconciliation account, okay? And that trade payable reconciliation account will appear in the balance sheet, not this sub ledger amount,
Okay.
okay? Concept is, see, if for MNC company, if they are having 1,000 vendors, so 1,000 vendor will appear in the balance sheet, so that will, the balance sheet will not, that will be huge data. So that is why what SAP is telling,
Yes.
maintain one, whenever creating the vendor master, there is a field, reconciliation account. In that field, we need to put that particular trade payable account in case of vendor. And whenever this vendor, like this journal entry will be posted for this vendor, then balances will be updated in that reconciliation account indirectly, right? And that will appear in the balance sheet in the liability
Yeah.
side. So this is the concept. Similarly is the case with the trade payables. So main ledger is trade payables is the main ledger, and sub ledger is the vendor master sub ledger. And in the sub ledger, what we are how we are connecting the sub ledger with the main ledger, in the vendor master we are assigning the reconciliation account. And with the help of this, whenever this vendor
Yes.
master will be used for the posting, balances will be there in the sub ledger also, but in this main ledger also balances will be updated. And this GL account will get the balances, and that balances will be sent, will be updated in the liability side, right? Right? See, trade payable
Yeah.
domestic account. Any doubt, Shravanti?
Mm. No, no.
Okay, so see, trade payable is the main ledger, and vendor masters are the sub ledger, okay? The sub ledger we define, so these sub ledgers are not updated in the balance sheet in the liability side, but main ledger will be updated. So how the balances will be transferred? So in the sub ledger we assign the main ledger in the reconciliation account, and that reconciliation account is the main ledger, okay? So whenever this vendor master will be used for the posting, the balances will be updated in the main ledger also. This is the concept, okay?
Okay.
Similarly, trade payables, similarly is the case with the customer. Now see, posting keys, for GL debit posting key is 40, for GL credit posting key is 50, right? We know this, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, the for vendor debit posting key is
Yeah.
21, for vendor credit posting key is 31,
Okay.
okay? And for vendor special GL account debit, for vendor special GL means advance related or this kind of retention related. So for vendor special GL debit 29, vendor special GL credit 39, okay? Similarly, customer
Okay.
debit is 21, customer credit is 31, okay? No, 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 no. Customer debit is not, so customer debit is not 21, it is 01, and this one is 11. This one is 01 and this one is 11. Posting key is OB40. Let me confirm. OB40. OB40, no, what is the posting key code? OB59, OB59, no. Suppose I can take help from the Google. Posting key, posting key, T code in SAP OB41. Okay, so I will come here /n OB41. Okay, now customer see 01 debit customer. Okay, 11 is the credit customer. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Great. Mm.
01 and 11, and for vendor
It will-
21 and 31. Vendor debit is 21, vendor credit is 31, right?
Correct.
So, and this one is special, customer special GL debit. This one
09.
09 debit, 19 is credit. Okay, 09 debit and 19 is credit. Okay, special GL is ending with 9 for in both the case. Okay, and normal is ending with 11 in both the case. Okay, now for this
Okay.
accounts payable and account receivable, first we will study this non-inventory related. Currently we are going to study non-inventory related. Inventory related we will study at the time of MMFI integration, that time purchase order related. So currently we are just studying this non-inventory. Inventory means, what is the meaning of inventory? Inventory is related to
Stock.
quantity of goods and services, and non-inventory means
Stock. Oh.
which is not related, no, quantity. Inventory means related to quantity of goods and services, and non-inventory means not related to quantity of goods and services. So currently we will study non-inventory related, means which is not related to quantity of goods and services. Okay. So now
Okay.
see document type. We have studied document type, right? GL document type is SA
Yeah.
with posting key 40. GL document reversal is AB with document type 50.
AB.
No, this is not document type. This is document type only, right? Document. This is not number range key. This is document type. Document posting key actually, not document type.
Posting key.
Posting key, right? But it should be number range key only. Number. I will change this 4050. No problem. Number range key. So here it should be 01, right? Which we have done the configuration. It is 02, right? And similarly here 01, 02. Okay. Now number range key. See this one. See, for document SA and AB is the reversal, SA is the GL document 01 and 02. Vendor invoice. See, for vendor invoice, what is the use of this document type? Means what kind of document is a particular document is there, or business user is posting. Whether that document is vendor invoice, that document is vendor credit memo, that document is vendor payment. So what kind of that document? So how it will be, and how it will be, you know, identified with the help of document type. If it is KR means that is vendor invoice. If it is KZ means that is vendor payment.
Wondering.
So it can be understood by seeing the
Payable.
document type. So for vendor invoice, SAP has given a standard KR, vendor invoice. For vendor credit memo, SAP has given a standard KG. For vendor payment, SAP has given a standard KZ. For vendor document means this special GL related posting. So SAP has given a standard KA. But number range key we need to define. Let's suppose in my example, I am defining for a vendor invoice number range key 19, vendor credit memo number range key 17, vendor payment number range key 15, and vendor document number range key 13. Okay. Similarly,
Yeah.
this one. Similarly, this customer related. This is not
Here
vendor. Sorry,
customer, right?
customer only.
We're not.
Yes, yeah. Sorry. So customer. Let me change. Customer. 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 Okay. So now these all are like a customer invoice. And for this document type is DR. Customer credit memo document type is DG. Customer this is not payment. The customer receipts we will receive from the customer. Customer receipts document type is DZ, and customer document advance related DA. And for this number range key we need to define separate, right? For invoice separate number range key we will define 18. Let's suppose in my example this DR, DG, DZ, DA, these four are the standard given by SAP. Means we need not to define any our
Yeah.
own means document type. And this number range key we have defined from our own. Let's suppose 18 is our for we have defined for customer invoice. Credit memo we have defined 16 number range key. Customer receipts we have defined 14. Customer document we have defined 12. Okay. So now document type
Oh,
and number range key. See, these all are similar to GL accounting or not? Similar only, right? This document type, number range key, and similarly we will define
yes, sir.
number range. Let's suppose we will define number range how 19 series 9 and 8 times 0. Here we will define number range how
Yeah.
17 8 times 0. This number range. Here we will define
Zero,
number range
15,
15
8,
8 times 0.
yes.
Here we will define 13 8 times 0. Similarly here
Yes.
number range number range number range 18 16 14 and 12. Okay. Now see, you please see the screen which I have explained. See this is vendor invoice screenshot. I have put here. See vendor invoice document. See document type is KR, right? Let me
Yeah.
maximize. See document type for this vendor invoice is KR, right? Which is vendor invoice. You can see the document number starting with 19 series 19000. Okay. So this is the
Okay.
vendor invoice. Now if I will show the customer invoice, see document type is DR customer invoice, and document number starting with 18 series 180000.
So in case we
Hmm.
have to enter in double screen, right?
Means double screen. Double screen
Uh, um,
means general ledger view telling.
yeah. While entering, while
Okay, okay. Means while post doing the posting for this
yeah.
invoice posting, vendor invoice
Yes.
posting.
Yes.
So see, vendor invoice posting. Similarly, we have
Yes.
single screen also. We have double screen also. So whichever business we want to,
Uh,
we I mean from the IT consultant point of view, we need to check both the screens while doing that. After doing the configuration, we need to check both the screens, and we need to make the system ready. But
Okay.
and we will provide both the, like, we will check, we'll do the configuration, we'll check both the systems are working or not. We'll do the testing from our side, and it's up to the business user which screen they want to use, single screen or double screen. We have both the screens for vendor invoice posting.
Okay.
Okay, so now just I am showing you guys document type KR, and you can notice the KR, and you can see the document number starting with 19 series. Similarly, customer
Mm.
DR, vendor credit memo means for this invoice, if something is we are returning to the vendor. Okay, that time, due to the return, this vendor credit memo is required to be posted, and customer debit memo is required to be posted at a time of if we are getting any returns from the customer. Returns means if we have taken this, let's suppose in this example, we have taken the service for Kalyan from Kalyan Services Private Limited for transport related. Now we want to return for 3000 amount services, we want to return to him. Okay, so this is vendor we are
Yeah.
returning this 3000 service to back to that vendor. So that time this vendor credit memo will be posted. So for that, you can notice, you can see document type is KG. Document type is KG, and number range is starting from 170000. You can see. Doubt?
No, no.
No, clear.
Similarly see in the case of customer debit memo, 16 series the document number, and document type is DG. Similarly, vendor payment 15 series, document type is KZ. Okay, so now this is what the concept. Main concept is sub ledger and main ledger. Main ledger is trade payables account. We can define different trade payables account, and in that uh, in that uh, trade payable account, we can create different vendors, and we can, in the vendor master, we will assign that particular reconciliation account. Okay, so this is the main concept, and rest of the things are
Yeah.
same only. You can see document number, document type. These all we have studied in the GL. So same things only. Okay. Now
Okay.
now
Yes.
configurations. We have total 6 configuration only. No, total 8 configurations we have here. See, first configuration is we need to define account group with screen layout for vendor. Means we need to define account group for vendor. Means let's suppose this is my example. We can define, like in my example, I have defined Dilip domestic vendors, means all vendors belong to India. I will keep in the Dilip domestic vendors. Dilip import vendors, all from all the vendors which from whom what Dilip business are importing, doing the doing the transactions of importing, of whether raw material importing or any other things. So that will be created. Those vendors will be created under this group. If Dilip service vendor means for any vendors, Dilip service related vendors will be created under this. Affiliated means intercompany related vendors, means if like Dilip Mumbai company code is intercompany, right? So if Dilip wants to make that,
Yeah.
want to do the business with that intercompany related, so Dilip needs to create this separate group for intercompany, and this one time vendor. If suppose we want to do the transaction with a particular vendor only for one time, then we need to create this group also. So these 5 are, I have given this example with these 5. Business can create group according to their requirement. Like let's suppose business wants to create Dilip Hyderabad vendors. Okay, like, okay, like they can create Dilip North India vendors, South India vendors. Like that means grouping can be done. This is kind of grouping. So I have just given the example. In the client and business can have the different grouping. No problem. Just for example, I am explaining. I have created these 5 only. Okay, Dilip Patancheru vendors, like that, or like that we can create according to the business requirement. So now see, let's suppose these 5 vendor account group are created. Okay, Now, after creating the account group, create number ranges for vendor account. We need to see vendor master will be created. There, like GL master is created. Once the GL master is created, what happens? So that particular
Number.
number is created, right? Like we have defined this account group. One series is liability, two series is assets, three series is income, four series is expense, right? Similarly, similarly
Yes.
for vendor, that is GL master data, it is vendor master data. So for vendor master data also we need to define this number ranges. Then only what will happen? Then only when once the we will create the vendor will be created with and will be created and a new number range will be created. Means vendor account will have the new number range once we will do the creation, right? So let's suppose for domestic vendor we have created the range. Similarly like account group, GL account group. See, for domestic vendors we have created the range for series 40000 to 405 times 9. For this is domestic vendor, this is import vendors,
Render. Service
LI,
vendors.
yeah, LI. Below one is service vendors, LS. Below one is affiliated vendor, LA, and last one is LO, means one time vendors, LO.
One time.
Yeah. So this one first we'll create the group, okay, according to the requirement. Then number ranges for the vendor accounts. So this is the range we have defined. Okay. If whenever the vendor master will be created for the domestic vendors, that will be created only between this range only. For domestic vendors, for import vendors, this is the range. For service vendor, these two are the range. Okay. So this is the okay. So now assign number range to vendor account group. We will assign the number range key and number range also to vendor account group. Next one. Okay. And then see the fourth one is define tolerance group for vendor account and customer. Okay. So see in this what is happened similarly like it is same as the GL account. Okay. So what will be the payment difference for a particular vendor? So these things we will need to define earlier. Similarly that GL tolerances, if you guys will remember for GL account, I'm not telling about
Yes,
for
yes.
employees, for GL account. Okay, so these two also we need to define like payment differences. Once we are doing the posting with the we have created one invoice, let's suppose, for a particular vendor, and payment is being done to that particular vendor, right? Once the payment is being done, then the system will consider only 10 difference or 1%, whichever is the less. So system will consider only this. If we are mentioning 100, system will consider 100 or 1% or 2%, whatever we are defining. In this example, let's suppose system is considering will consider 10 or 1%, whichever will be less. Okay, at a time of payment difference for a particular vendor invoice. So this we need to define in the system. Then only this differences will work, and this is because of this tolerance group configuration. Okay,
Okay.
any doubt?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, just a minute. Tough? You guys feeling tough? Little
No,
bit?
no.
No, bro.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So now, see, now we will define this 19 series, this number ranges we will define, right? We will check the define document type for entry view. See, same like GL account, and then we will define the number range. Copy to company code, copy to fiscal year we will do. For vendor, this 19 series, 17, 15, 13. For customer, 18 series, 16 series, like that. So that configuration we will do, and whenever we define the document number, so that is not saved in the TR, right? So that in every system we need to define number range. Okay,
No.
so we will do this one. Then payment terms, maintain payment terms. See, this is our vendor, right? Means we need to define in the system payment terms, means immediately payment, how system will understand. Like suppose business, Dilip business wants a particular vendor, like payment should be done after 30 days. Then how system will understand? First configuration should be done, right? Means terms of payment should be defined first. Then only after that, once these configuration are completed, after that when the business user will do the posting, they will get this option of to select the particular payment term, whether 30 days, 90 days, 60 days, or immediately, as per the requirement. They can select from the list as per the requirement. Let's suppose they want to select payment term immediately. They can select this. This is my another company code. Let's suppose G001 they will select. They want to select this payment term like 60 days net, means they want to collect the like they want to make the payment to vendor after 60 days. Okay, then they need to select this payment term. Which payment term? 6060, right? So this one, this configuration, this is a part of configuration which IT consultants have to do in the system. Then at a time of posting, these terms of payment will come to will be there, and that can be selected by business users. Okay, okay,
Yes.
understood. Now
Yeah,
see,
Yeah.
understood.
this one, automatic account assignment for AP module. So we need to define some automatic GL accounts in the system for accounts payable and for account receivable. Okay, for accounts payable, what are the account? Okay, let's suppose cash discount we will take from the vendor, right? Dilip business is is taking cash discount from its vendor. Then this GL account should be defined. This is the part of configuration. This GL account should be defined in the system. Define account for lost cash discount. This, if suppose any cash discount Dilip business was getting, but that is lost, that also should be defined. Define account for overpayment and underpayment, means any like overpayment or underpayment is happening. Let's suppose 900 is the invoice amount, is should be paid, but overpayment we are getting, right? 900 is the invoice amount, 800 is now being paid, or below like, or 600 overpayment. Then that GL account we need to configure. Then define account for exchange rate differences. Okay, means exchange rate, to calculate exchange rate for a particular trade payable account. So that should be configured in the system. Rounding differences, if you want to do the rounding differences for 1 rupees and whatever the balance is, so for that also this rounding differences will be defined in the system. And for bank charges also, we need to we need to assign the particular GL account in the system. So automatically these things will be, once suppose bank charges, we are mentioning bank charges 300 at a time of vendor payment. Let's suppose we are paying to the vendor, okay, and we are keeping the bank charges 1000 or 200 100. That time we will not give this bank charges GL account, because and that will be triggered automatically because we have done the configuration in the backend. IT consultants have done the configuration. So these bank charges, with the help of bank charges amount, bank charges GL account will be triggered automatically. So this configuration should be done in the system. So one by one I will show these all, like how this will be triggered. But first you guys please understand, this GL account, automatic GL account should be configured in the system.
Okay.
Okay, this is for accounts payable, and similarly for the account receivable also.
Of course.
See, only 8 configurations in accounts payable. See, define account group, create number ranges for the account group, assign number range to account group, means number range key. See, account group is created, LDVS, LIVS, LSVS, correct? This is the number range. See, LD is the number range key, LI is the number range key, LS is the number range key. Okay, you have created the number range key, and in the number range key, what you have defined? In the number range key, you have defined this number, this one, right? 4 series,
Yes.
441 series. Now, but we need to link this account group with the number range key, right? So next one is the
Mm,
assignment. This account group will be assigned with number range key. See, first one is the number range. First one is the account group. Second one is the number range key. So LDVS is assigned with
yeah.
LD. LIVS is assigned with LI.
Indeed.
Okay. So this number
Yeah.
range is for what? Invoice posting or what?
Yes.
No,
Vendor account.
vendor account. This is not for invoice posting. This is for a vendor creation, like GL master creation. This is for vendor account creation, vendor master related, not invoice related. See, invoice related
Okay.
are this one, 19 series, right? 19 series, 17 series, 15 series, 13 series. These all are the number
Yeah.
ranges for document posting. This is not a document posting. This is the master data, vendor master, like GL master. This is the vendor master data document number range. So please don't get confused. Kind of confusion
Oh,
only, but a complete difference is there. So for vendor invoice 19 series, for vendor credit memo 17 series, and but this is completely vendor master related, 4000 and 409999. Okay.
okay.
So now create number range for vendor account. After that, assign number range. We need to link that,
Ascend.
right? We need to link this vendor account group to number range key. So LDVS we will link with LD. Okay. After that, tolerance group we will define. We'll define tolerance group for vendor and customer. Then number range we will define for
Yeah.
transactions. Transaction. This is not master data. Invoice related, credit memo related. No, number ranges we will define. Okay. Similarly with like with the GL. Then maintain payment terms. Okay. Whether it is immediately due 30. I have taken example of 60 days. It can be 90 days, 120 days also. No problem. Okay, and I will explain the
Yes.
other scenarios also. And then automatic account segment for AP and AR module. Only 7 configurations are there. Just 7 configurations, and this AP and AR will be completed.
Okay.
Okay, so now tomorrow we will do the configuration. This at least tomorrow we will complete the configuration for AP and AR. AR we will do
Okay.
configuration, and then we will do the testing after that. We will create the master data, and then we'll do the invoice posting and these all things.
Okay.
Okay. So tomorrow what time?
Okay.
Same time we can connect.